What's up, everyone? It's Lee here, the rental guy. Welcome to the Party Rental Shop. Today's not a vlog, but it's talking about a topic. And the topic is unrealistic expectations and how to deal with trouble customers. And I always circle back to those words.
Unrealistic expectations.
But it is Monday and everything's coming back. So that's why you see all these pallets on, these chairs on pallets, because they just came back from customers and they'll be going in and going up here. So through the weekend, we had 2 people with issues.
Unrealistic expectations.
And when you get busier and busier, the more orders you get, the more things pop up, no matter how hard you try. So through the weekend, we had 2 people with issues. So they called our emergency line, and this is how we dealt with them. So we had one customer who had trouble operating the cotton candy machine. This is the first phone call that we did get regarding this stuff, because we do send out a sheet that shows them how to operate the machine. So that was a little weird. We basically, they said it wasn't heating up. So we did what we could, is we reiterated the instructions to them and then let them know that, since all the cotton candy machines were out, that we would test it when it comes back, and if there's an issue with it, then we would act accordingly, which acting accordingly would be giving them their money back and saying sorry. If we had more in stock, then we could say, hey, you're more than welcome to pick up another cotton candy machine. However, there would be another charge if we get it back and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the machine. So all you have to do is set a precedence and be realistic with them. And if you make a mistake, you have to own it. So we do wash them and check them, but if the machine did end up failing, well, we want to be able to, give them options, right? So we have to own our mistakes. Now, when it's event day and people are calling you regarding problems and they're screaming at you, the only thing that you can do is always hold your composure, because they are going to be unrealistic. And you have to be realistic. You can't immediately go and say sorry. You have to stand your ground. You have to say, hey, there's a few options that you have. If something's broken, they can grab a replacement. Or you can tell them to troubleshoot, and then when it comes back, they can have their money back. And you better give them their money back, because they're going to be mad if you don't. All right, we'll see if the customer was right. I don't know. Perfect. Works good. So the second thing that we had wrong was some uplights. We've got white uplights and we've got black uplights. The white ones, they daisy chain together, so they connect together, and the black ones do not. We have overbooked some of the white ones, and so we have to give out some of the black ones to customers. And this is a problem because people read the literature and they think, oh, these things are supposed to connect to each other, right? And so this last client, they got 4 uplights and they complained. And they complained that they're not daisy chaining together. And so we said, oh, sorry, these ones don't daisy chain together, when they called the emergency line. And then they continued to say, oh, we'll just buy extension cords. And so I thought the problem was over, right? And no, the problem wasn't over, because they were mad that they had to go buy extension cords, which I should have known of. Anyways, come Monday, they had forgotten to return a few items. They lost a few items. So we're like, hey, you need to return these items. And as soon as you say something to the customer is automatically going to start nitpicking other things on the order. So she started going crazy about, the uplights. And so I'll just show you an email response that I made, just to reiterate to you kind of how we have to deal with customers.
Hello, I am Lee Jones, the owner of 306 Party Rentals. I'm emailing you today to address the issues that you've had regarding order number blah blah blah. I'm sorry that you've had a bad experience with our company. Please correct me if I'm wrong about any of the details. I will reiterate everything and offer resolve to the best of my ability within reason. I'm under the impression that you rented white uplights and you received the black ones. The problem that you faced was regarding the fact that our black uplights do not daisy chain together like our white ones do. You had placed a call to our emergency phone line because you needed help to troubleshoot the lights. I was the person who picked up the phone. Phone call and directed you to the QR code placed on the lights for operation of the lights. You stated that it's unfortunate that the lights do not connect. You then replied, you will pick up your own extension cords. I had figured that the problem was resolved. I should have offered you some extension cords from our shop, and for this I'm sorry. If you have the receipts for the cords, I will gladly buy them off you for your troubles. There's also mention of the remote for the lights not working. Regarding this, I am unable to help you. I personally tested each light with the remote that was returned and have found no functionality issues. Secondly, items not returned. The clips were the wrong size. Sorry that you had an issue with the clips. We were under the impression that the clips were for plastic tables and only found out later that they were for ABS tables. We were able to get you the clips that you needed once we had been informed that you needed smaller clips. However, upon return, 12 of the clips only came back. And there was a sign with a 5-foot eucalyptus strand not returned. I was made aware that you didn't realize that the sign needed to be returned. This is fine and we will absolve the cost of remaking the sign. However, the eucalyptus and clips will need to be returned. In closing, we try to give our best customer service to all of our patrons. It's understandable that you as the customer can be frustrated when everything isn't exactly what you ordered. This is the reason that I'm emailing you, to make sure that you understand that we are trying to help. Please let me know if you would like us to buy the extension cords from you, pending a receipt of the purchase, and kindly let us know that when we can accept the clips and the eucalyptus back. If you wish to further discuss the issue, please call me directly.
There we go. So in that email, basically I owned the problem, right? And they replied back, no, blah, 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 we don't need to, whatever, right? And that was a person who was threatening to leave a bad review, and I'll be surprised if they do leave a bad review now, because you tackle all of their problems and you admit your fault and then you move on, right? And so she did try to make a message on Google saying, hey, like, these guys screwed this up. It's like, yes, we did. You still haven't returned your stuff, or they don't really have a leg to stand on anymore. So why would they make a Google review when you've already said sorry? They can't say these guys are jerks when you literally tried to make it better for them. So you have to think of it that way. And the only reason I emailed her instead of doing it over a phone call is because she was screaming. She wouldn't even give us the time of day talking over the phone. So an email can get all the words that you need to, and then you can have it out in writing. You have to watch out when you do write emails though, because people will try to twist your words, and you don't want that. I know that can also happen over the phone, but then there's no proof behind it, right? So you do all these things, you mitigate the problems, and you still get a bad review. Bad reviews aren't the end of the world. In fact, bad reviews could possibly be a good thing for your company. No, you don't need a perfect rating to get a customer. You need a perfect response on an unrealistic review so that people can judge how you deal with customers, and then they know that you're trying your best, and that's all that they need. I mean, everyone knows that there's a Karen or two in the comments, and all you have to do is just be the bigger man, always own the mistake, and reach out and let them know that you did the best that they can do, blah blah blah. The bad review, don't fight. Just don't fight with people on there, because it makes you look like, oh, you're gonna fight. People don't want to work with you if they see a fight going on in Google. No fights. So, popcorn machine. We make a sheet, it says you better clean it or you get charged. People get mad. And all you have to do is just be real with them. You take photos of something. Here, let me show you an interaction here. That's the dirty popcorn machine. So the machine came back, it's got popcorn kernels they didn't even try, right? And look at that. So what did we do? We sent her a message. Here's how the email goes.
Hello, blah, blah, blah. We've received your rentals back for order 2812 for renting our popcorn machine. We appreciate your business and hope that you enjoyed your event. Unfortunately, we received the popcorn machine back in an unclean state. We understand that accidents happen and we're happy to take care of cleaning for you. However, we had to charge a $50 cleaning fee for this service. A text message of the state of the item will be texted to your phone number. As mentioned in our return reminder email, the rentals need to be wiped before return to avoid additional cleaning charges. Rentals that are visibly dirty or dusty or show no signs of wiping are subject to a cleaning fee. In addition, charges for time needed to do any deep cleaning on items that are very dirty. The payment will be taken off the credit card that you initially paid with. In addition to the email reminder, there is a sheet that gets packed with every popcorn machine that states, cleaning disclaimer. Cleaning disclaimer. The user agrees to return the popcorn machine following the cleaning instructions provided by 306 Party Rentals and the manufacturer of the popcorn machine. The user also agrees to pay the cleaning fee of $50 if the popcorn machine is returned dirty or damaged. The cleaning fee will be deducted from the user's deposit charged to the user's credit card. Please let us know if you have any other questions or concerns. Thank you.
And that was the email. And their reply is $50 to clean a popcorn machine, ? Well, okay, we'll never use you for business again. So if they don't want to pay the charge, you know what? Okay, you don't want to pay the charge, come clean it. It's all good. You just need a clean machine, because we can't take, the time that it takes, because then we don't make any profit on the machine. So I said, I'm so sorry that you feel this way. You're welcome to come clean it, as we haven't done any cleaning on the unit, and we can refund your cleaning charge if you would like to do the clean. Please keep me posted before tomorrow if you would like to clean the unit and be refunded the entire cleaning charge. Our concession items are cleaned on Tuesdays and won't be cleaned until then. And guess what? No response. Obviously, she didn't want to clean it, but she didn't want to pay for it. She had to choose one. So I was realistic with her. It's like, you don't want to pay for it? Absolutely fine. But we're going to charge you to clean it, because we're not a cleaning service. We're a rental company. All she had to do was take those damn kernels out of there, but she decided to return it upside down, popcorn still in it, absolutely disgusting, and that's unacceptable, and we don't want them as a customer. So you just put it real. There's no bad review can happen. They learned their lesson. Next time they follow the rules or they get charged. They can't make up the rules for themselves. If you set the rules there's nothing that they can say. So you set realistic expectations, you follow those guidelines, and you don't take any crap from anyone, unless you did wrong. And if you're wrong, you own it. You own your wrong, and you say sorry. In Canada, we say sorry. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you like this video, check out some more videos. We got some right here. We'll see you on the next one. You stay classy. And when you get busier and busier, the more orders you get, the more things pop up, no matter how hard you try. So take it for instance, we have the Amor letters here, AMOR, that go out sometimes. So the guy says, watch out, these letters are a little loose. And it's like, all right. And he was like, oh, by the way, there was no light down there in the M when we got it. And then I look over in here, and the light's sitting down here. You mean this light right here? And he's like, oh. And it's like, oh, it probably came loose in transport. And then I showed him this, and I said, and that's why we always pack a backup bulb, just in case, because these things happen in transport. It's a rental company, things break, and we have, things, Band-Aids set up for customers. So, I caught him in a little lie, because people don't want to claim responsibility, even though they kind of don't realize that they've got RPP set forth, which really covers their mistakes. So we don't care if something gets mildly broken, because we'll just cover the cost rather than reach out to them and say, hey, you owe me $4.22. You know what I mean?